happening, everybody? Just walking down to my favorite spot. We'll get started soon. Farmers market here in downtown Laverne. Good. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning. It is early. It's early for me. All right, let me get a good spot here. Oh, the sun is blocking the way, huh? Eric says, get those donuts. Got that right. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get those donuts. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, Charles? I am up early today. I didn't expect to get up for another couple of hours, but my youngest son was awake. And when he's awake, that wakes me up as well. The sun is like in a different spot today. If I do it this way, you're not going to be able to see me. All right, that's good enough. What's happening? Everybody ready for their Saturday to get started? We got a special crypto talk this morning, and I promise you, I'm not going to go long. I'm not going to go long at all. In fact, I'm pulling out some. I want to address a couple of things. Lately, the last few days, several people have approached me and addressed concern. And their concern is that they think that I'm talking too much about MLM, or that I'm outright bashing MLM. And that is the furthest from the truth. Not at all. I love MLM. I love network marketing. So I want to make sure that that point is very clear. I'm not a hater. I'm not a basher. I do not want to see the industry fail. I want to see as many people as possible have as much success as they possibly can in anything that they do. I felt that for years, MLM has been the best way for people who start with nothing to be able to create financial freedom for themselves. I have right at now, 19 years experience in the MLM space. I got started at 22 years old. I was the guy when I was back being a kid. I was the guy that would go to the hotel meetings because, we didn't have internet and stuff back then, doing webinars and whatnot. So we actually had to travel if we wanted to get information on an early Saturday morning like I'm up today for Super Saturdays. I was there early to help set up the chairs. I was there late to help put up the chairs, organize the room. I would sit at the front table to collect the fees, to sign people in. Whatever the leadership asked me to do, I did, and then above, beyond. Every time they were going to lunch, I was there. I wanted to go to lunch with them. I wanted to go to dinner with them. I remember there was a convention in Atlanta, Georgia, and you know what? There was Internet Shack. It's just we didn't have access to it like we do now. I'm going to move to a better spot. But I remember a convention in Atlanta, Georgia. I think I was 22 years old. And after the meeting, I overheard the leaders talk about they were all going to this Denny's down the road. So I quickly went to the front desk and asked them, where's this Denny's at? And they said it was about 3 blocks away. So I walked 3 blocks to the Denny's. I went in and I saw the booth. The gentleman's name was Montrell Jackson. And I saw him. I don't know, his brother, Carlos Jackson, was there. I'm not sure who else was at that table. But they were sitting at a booth. And I just slid on in. They were in the middle of talking, and there was an open spot there, and I just slid on in. And they looked at me, and Montrell, he knew who I was, but he didn't know me. He knew that I was on his team. You know, I was part of Sam Orum's GTU group, Global Telecommunications and Utilities. But he didn't personally know me. And so they just stopped for a second, and his brother was like, his brother didn't know me. Was like, excuse me, you know, can I help you? And I was like, absolutely, just keep talking. I said, don't mind me. You ain't got to buy me nothing. I ain't got to eat no food. I just want to sit here. I just want to listen. And they let me sit there. We, you know, I learned a lot from them. You call it like a gym rat. I was a gym rat. So I learned everything about this space. I wanted to be a professional MLM guy. And you know, I went 10 years and I didn't make any money at all. 10 years. Didn't make no money. But everything that I know today, I learned through that experience, through going through the trials and errors, the ups and downs, the personal development. For the last 8 years, I've had tremendous success. I've made 7 figures. I've been the top producer of every company, even joined the corporate side of things. And the MLM industry has been very good to me. I also became a student of this industry, all the way back to the Amway days. I wanted to know how it got started. What is the direct sales organization, and how are things working? What's the difference between different companies, and what are different leaders doing? What's the marketing plan? I learned. I wanted to know everything, and I noticed that the MLM industry has gone through evolution, has gone through changes. Roughly 3 major. We're on the verge of a 4th major change since its inception. And I wish I had time to go over that history right now. That's not the purpose of this Facebook Live. But I just wanted to say that on that topic, it has gone through major changes. And every time it's gone through a change, there's been opposition. From the old Amway days of, if you wanted products and services, there was always one direct salesperson on your street that sold products directly through their garage. And as technology changed, you no longer had to go to your guy. You know, I know this guy that sells this. You can go to their website and order it directly to it, and that guy gets credit, which allows you to expand your network, meaning that you now can grow an organization outside of your neighborhood, outside of your city, without having to get on a plane and travel somewhere. You know, the industry fundamentally changed. One of the biggest changes in the industry happened in the 90s. In the 90s, you had a new industry, 2 new industries emerged. You had the travel industry in MLM, and you also had the telecommunications industry come into the MLM space. And the old heads from the 70s and 80s, the old, you know, the Mary Kay type people, the Herbalife type people, the Amway type people, were screaming bloody murder that the travel industry and the telecommunications industry was going to destroy MLM. They called everything in that space a Ponzi and a scam. I was a part of ACN at the time, and I remember when the local news here in California went to a Long Beach convention for ACN, and they did a news piece on the 7 o'clock news calling ACN a Ponzi, a scam. People are going to lose their money. People are going to lose their investments. And all the haters use that as proof and evidence that the MLM space was a Ponzi scheme. And they used ACN and said everything in MLM was a Ponzi because the news said ACN's a Ponzi. So the defenders of the faith, of the health and wellness, came out quickly, and they were quickly to say, defend the MLM space. They didn't defend ACN. They said, yeah, we agree with you. That ACN, those telecommunication companies, those travel companies, yeah, those are Ponzi's. So don't lump all MLM companies into the same boat. Just because one is a scam doesn't mean we're all a scam. You see what they did there? They didn't defend the industry. They defended themselves and threw like companies like ACN under the bus. I remember my family members at the time were like, see, you need to go back to law school. You need to, stop doing that direct selling crap because it's going to scam and it's going to get shut down. 25 years later, ACN is still pumping hard. I think that might be going on 30 years now. Close to 30 years old. It was 1993. So not 30 years yet, 25 years. ACN. I'm even sporting today, those of you my old Vitel peeps, remember this? Vitel. Where my Vitel peeps at? You remember that? So, I say that to say that there's always been an evolution in the direct sales MLM industry. The last big change, the last big adaptation says, but I see you doing your thing. I'm going to have to get off the clip no version. No problem, Aisley. Aisley was from old school with me from the ACN days, part of the GTU family. Now, the last major adoption, or I'll call it a disruption, in the MLM space came because of the internet. The internet brought on the opportunity for more companies to come into this space. And with more companies, you have more competition. That can be good and that can be bad. The good thing is that it forces companies to step their game up if they want to compete. The bad thing is that it gives the average rep an opportunity to be exposed to more companies out there. So now you're pitting companies against each other because they're fighting over the same base of direct sale representatives. And if somebody is struggling, they no longer have to, step their game up and learn skills to become a better marketer. They can easily jump ship to another company that's promising them more money, a better product, and less amount of work. And so now we have the musical chairs in the industry take place. And with that competition, the top earners were feeling the pressure of losing their organizations over and over again. That's right, Glenda. Glenda made money. Yeah, Glenda was killing it in ACN back in the day. Glenda was like pulling $1,000 a week, $1,000 bonuses. But what ended up happening is that a new form of direct sales people emerged called internet marketers. And companies sprout up, and they didn't do it the traditional MLM way. They became what's known as affiliate companies. And then you had the e-commerce industry pop up with companies like DS Domination or Amazon or eBay taking advantage of the affiliate side of things. You see, when every new industry comes into being, the first thing they always do is take advantage of direct sales or direct communication, word of mouth, affiliate programs, rewarding you for referring others to the program. Now this kind of muddied the waters a bit in the MLM space on what is considered a true MLM company. Do you call an affiliate program MLM? Do you call a referral-based program MLM? Do you call a company that's not actually selling a product, but more of a service, can that be considered direct sales or MLM? I mean, what do you do when a company doesn't have a product, but they might be selling travel or electricity or long distance? There's no physical product. What do you do when a company is not selling anything at all other than access to e-commerce, but they're using an MLM model? So that was the last major disruption in the MLM space. The people who have always had a problem with every change in the MLM space has been the health and wellness industry within MLM. They have always had a problem because they consider themselves the granddaddy of them all. They consider themselves the true direct sales model because you have a physical product. You have a product that you're selling to other people and that they're going to use, they're going to adapt to, and they're going to love the product, and they're going to be repeat customers. They have always had a problem with adoption and change, or any industry using the MLM referral-based network marketing model. And you have to understand, there's MLM and network marketing is two different words. Two different words. When I look at the crypto space, I don't believe that the MLM model should be used in the cryptocurrency space. I do believe that network marketing is and will be thriving in the crypto space. Network marketing is not MLM. It can encompass a lot of things. Network marketing ain't just with MLM. Network marketing is done in politics. It's done in education. It's done in business, small business, traditional business. It's a network. So MLM cannot have the sole title and ownership of the word network marketing or that phrase. The internet marketers are using network marketing. So let's fast forward to right now, what's going on right now, and why I'm even speaking on this. Because I've had people telling me, you know what, Brandon, you bashing MLM. No, I'm not. I'm not bashing MLM at all. What I'm sharing is that there is a new evolution taking place, and the old rules as far as traditional ways of doing things no longer apply. But that also doesn't mean that the rules of the SEC, of the U.S. government, should also be ignored. Because it doesn't. You still need to follow the rules. But when you have a new emergent industry, there has not been a precedent stated yet. There hasn't been a precedent. The problem I have, and I predicted that this was going to happen, is that MLM leaders, seven-figure earners, and I predicted this months ago, are going to come out and automatically be negative when it comes to cryptocurrency. And you have to ask yourself, why? Why would they automatically, right out the gate, be negative? It's the same reason why bankers, government officials, people who invest in the system are negative to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. They see it as a threat. That's why. They see it as a threat. Without doing any research, without doing any of their due diligence, their default stance will be negative. Shaq says, what company did I have the most success in? As far as learning this space, ACN. As far as making money, was probably Aisle 19 with David Rutz, NLC International. This one I'm wearing right here, Vitel Wireless, Sherlock Nation. Those were the ones that I had the most success in. Also the affiliate side. You know, when I was making $40,000 a month, it wasn't in just one company. It was a combination of a couple of things that I was doing in the network marketing space. So, let me get back on track. So, the MLM seven-figure leaders are going to be negative because they feel threatened. So why do they feel threatened? Is because people are always going to move where the money is. Understand this fact, and let's get this clear. And don't let any of these people hype you up to tell you otherwise. People do not join network marketing companies, and I'm not going to use all people, like Randy Gage when he calls everything in crypto a scam. I'm not going to use the term all. The most people join a network marketing company, the primary reason is for financial freedom. They want to make money. The secondary reason means the choice of which company they're going to choose is based on the product. Can they feel and believe in the product? So when you hear these clowns out there saying, no, it's all about the product, that's BS. It ain't about the product. The product is the final sealing on the icing on the cake. But that ain't why somebody's going to join. Because MLM people aren't selling the product. That's a controversial statement. What do you mean they're not selling the product? No. No. A successful MLM guy, seven-figure guy, is selling the dream. They're selling the dream, not the product. One of my mentors told me that, Brandon, when you learn certain skills, and you learn marketing skills, you will have success no matter what company you join. I used to say all the time, you know, if the money was right, I could sell tires on the side of a freeway. The product doesn't matter. Can you sell the dream? People are buying the dream. People want financial freedom. And if they're not getting it, they're going to go somewhere else where they think they can get financial freedom. So the people that you have that's screaming that everything in crypto is a scam and they're coming from MLM is because they're making a lot of money at the point in MLM already. And to make money in MLM, if you want to be a seven-figure earner in MLM, it is not because you are the best at selling the product your company is offering. In fact, the most you're probably doing is garage qualifying. Seven-figure earners are not making their money because they've got a gang of customers. They have a huge organization. They were good at marshaling a large group of people to sell the dream to them, for them to get on the product and on auto ship that allows them to have residual income every single month. And that right there is also under threat. The biggest challenge for MLM people is not crypto. It's the SEC. Because the SEC just 2 years ago came down with a ruling that said eventually all network marketing companies need to abide by the 50-50 rule. They need to have at least 50% of their income coming from customer acquisition, not from reps on their team on auto ship. And if they were to implement that rule right now across the board, 90% of the seven-figure earners would lose their checks overnight. So crypto, baby, ain't the threat to you. The SEC is your biggest threat. But let's stay on point here when we talk about the crypto threats. Why they're scared. The reason why they're scared is because most people, more than 90% of people in the MLM space, will never make a profit. In fact, will never make $1,000 a month, let alone $1,000 a year. They will spend more money than they make every single year. The vast majority. The only reason the seven-figure earners are making money is because these same people are on auto ship every single month. So what happens if these people decide, you know what? I see people over there on the crypto space making a whole lot of money. I'm going to go over there so I can make some money. That's why I got into this game anyway. I want to walk off my job. Yeah, I want to be healthy. Yeah, I lost weight. But I want to walk off my job. I want financial freedom. I'll stay on the product, but I'm going to go over here so I can make some money. And when they start to move, that's going to directly impact these seven-figure earners' checks. So, for self-preservation, I would expect nothing less than them to come out and vehemently blast the crypto space. But I want to drop some knowledge on you here. Why the MLM space should and must evolve to adapt crypto. Not under the banner of MLM. Because I agree with them, I do not believe that most companies that adopt the MLM model in crypto are going to survive. I don't believe they are. I believe that people right now are going to make a lot of money with them, but they're not going to survive. I believe most of them are scams. Most of them are Ponzi schemes. But listen to my wording here. Not all of them are. You see the difference? Not all of them are. Most of them, yes. But what the MLM people are going to do is they're going to lump them all together. They're going to do what Randy Gage did. Write a book and basically blanket say all of them are. And they're going to use Zeke Rewards or Telex Free as an example, which is dumb as hell because Zeke Rewards is in the MLM space. And if you call Zeke a scam, then you might as well call every company in the MLM space a scam, if you want to use that analogy. Call a spade a spade. So you're the last person who should be calling every company in the crypto space a scam if you're not going to do so in the MLM space. But I want to drop some knowledge here because I love the MLM space. I made my money in the MLM space. I want people to succeed in the MLM space. I think the MLM space has a long life ahead of it. I just believe that it's time to adopt and change, and that process is already underway. Like I just said, because some of you guys is coming on late who needed to hear what I said for the last 10, 15 minutes. You're just coming on right now. Go back and listen to what I said at the beginning. But here's what I believe. The biggest threat to MLM is not cryptocurrency, it's the SEC. And for MLM companies to survive, especially in the United States, that 50-50 rule must be adhered to. And if it goes online now, if it blanketly goes online right now, most seven-figure earners are going to lose their check overnight. Now, here's the evolution, okay? I'm going to prove I know what I'm talking about. I was always taught, if you're going to debate somebody, if you're going to speak on something, make sure you're knowledgeable and you have the facts about the other side of the spectrum that you're speaking against. 19 years, 7 figures earned in cryptocurrency, in MLM. From the field to even the corporate, I was vice president of sales and marketing on the corporate side. I know the MLM space inside and out, from being broke to making a whole lot of money. I know that space. And here's the pitch. Because MLM is about selling the dream, not selling the product. 7-figure earners didn't make money selling the product. They made their money selling the dream. And this pitch, when you get good at telling stories, it doesn't matter what MLM company you're in, you're going to have success in. So here's the pitch, because our number one audience are people who work a 9-to-5 job, people that's in the rat race, people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, people who are tired of living paycheck to paycheck, of wanting something better in life, but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, yet expecting a different results. So here's what the pitch is. This is a pitch that made me 7 figures. This is what I say in all of my MLM presentations. When you've got your intro, you've got your background of you, the company, the product, the money, and the close. But you got to get people to the table. So in my marketing, my message has always been this. Hey guys, listen. If you're sick and tired, I understand. Because I used to be sick and tired as well. You guys know the feel, felt, found method? People like to buy, they don't like to be sold. What's the largest team I've ever had? 70,000 people I've had on in one organization, one company. No, there's another one because it was a binary. Indirectly, I had, I think, over 200,000 in my organization because that was more of an affiliate program. But let me stay on track here. The feel, felt, found method. People like to buy, they don't like to be sold. I don't recruit people. I don't go in people's inbox, drop in my company and drop in a link. Most people don't even know what the heck it is that I do right now because I don't say so publicly. People buy people, not companies. So you got to share the dream. You got to be able to share your story. So I say, I understand what it's like living paycheck to paycheck. I understand what it's like when we're one check away from being on the street. I understand what it's like to feel marginalized, to feel like you haven't accomplished anything. I say, my story is no different from yours. I did everything that I was supposed to do. I went to college. I graduated from Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. I went on to have a corporate career going, but due to no fault of my own, I was laid off from my job. Not once, but twice. And I realized that I need to have another way. I need to do something different, because if I kept doing what I'm doing now, then my life is going to end up like this. Waking up early in the morning, rushing off to rush hour traffic, to go to a job that I don't like, to work with people that I can't stand, to eat lunch at 11 when I'm hungry at 12, or vice versa, to ask for permission to go to the bathroom, to do this for 40 years of my life, knowing that I'm going to retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65, if you're lucky enough to work the same job for 40 years. That ain't happening today, not for our generation. Only to have 2008 happen in the financial crisis, where everybody loses their homes, their jobs, their 401k, their savings, no Social Security. The average American makes less than $30,000 a year, has less than $1,000 in their bank account, with no hope for the future. If that's you, because that was me, I was sick and tired of that. But what I did, I made a decision. I found a business with a product that I love, a product that's been working for me and my family. I put my head down, went to work, and in a couple of years I was able to walk off my job at the age of 35 years old. Wake up when I'm finished sleeping. I have complete financial freedom, and that's because of the MLM industry. You know what the next people are going to say? Sign me up. I want to do what it is that you're doing. That's the pitch for MLM. And then when you go deeper into it, when they say, or start asking questions, I say, here's how it works. You see, most people are working a 9-to-5 job, which means that they are trading time for money. You work 40 hours a week, what happens? That's all you make. You have a glass ceiling. 2,000 people in a company can't all be the CEO. I mean, you want to call what I'm doing a pyramid, what you're doing is a pyramid, because the people at the top are making all the money and the people at the bottom are broke, doing all the work. If you want more money, you got to work more hours or get a second job. That's what you got to do. I don't know about you, but 2 jobs are for 2 people. Ain't that right, Harry Flynn? Isn't that what y'all taught me in ACN? 2 jobs are for 2 people. We said the same old stale jokes over and over again at those old ACN meetings. Duplication, baby. So we say the benefit of being an MLM is that you're not trading time for money anymore. You are now leveraging other people. J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. Because if 10 people don't go to work that week, at least I still have 90% income coming in. You see that? This is the truth. This is the facts. MLM is about leveraging other people. But here's where the evolution of MLM needs to take it to the next level up. And go back and listen to this from the beginning, Harry. I talked about my old ACN days. How I used to follow you guys around. I used to find out what Denny's you guys were having lunch and dinner in. Slip in the booth with Montrell Jackson, his brother. I had Chris Oliver, Pasha Oliver Carter, Sam Oram. You know, I could go on and on and on. Gene Flynn. I'm only saying what you guys taught me. But I put in the work as well, because I struggled for 10 years before I started to make money. But that's the pitch. Here's the new evolution. Here is why people are running to the crypto space. Here's why. The conversation has changed. We went from 9-to-5 job of trading time for money to the MLM side where we're leveraging other people. But what's the pitch on the crypto side? Even for people who, you see, here's the thing. You don't need to understand cryptocurrency to make money. You don't need to understand MLM to make money. You only need to understand the process. You need to understand people. The pitch in crypto is that I'm not trading time for money. I'm not even leveraging other people for money. I'm letting my money work for me. So while seven-figure earners in MLM are leveraging other people for their check, I woke up this morning, I don't know what time it is, 8 something, with $800 in my account that I made while I was sleeping. Not because I had an international organization somewhere else that was selling products while I was asleep because they were awake. I made money on my own money. This is the next evolution. Money doesn't go to sleep. Money doesn't do three-way calls. Money doesn't require me to have to go to a meeting. Money doesn't require me to have to travel to a convention. Money doesn't call me with 101 questions that I need to hold its hand and walk them through a process. Money doesn't take up my time. Money doesn't go on a vacation on the weekends. Money doesn't complain. Money works 24/7 and it does what I tell it to do. That's the next evolution of wealth. It's one thing to earn money, but can you keep it? I made money in MLM and I lost money in MLM. I didn't lose money in MLM because my skills deteriorated. I lost money in MLM because either the company went out of business, the CEO was a joke and had new intentions, or my organization wasn't making any money, even though I was, and they chose to go somewhere else. They voted with their feet. That's why I lost money in MLM. That ain't the case in investing and in the crypto world. It's about your money making money for you. That's the third phase. See, first phase of making money, trade time for money, go to a job. Second phase of making money, leverage other people. That's MLM. Third phase of making money, let your money work for you. That's investments. That's crypto. So how can the MLM industry adapt to the cryptocurrency industry? It's not necessarily taking the old MLM model and dumping it into crypto and throw Bitcoin on top of it. That ain't going to work. The rules are not the same. Because the MLM people, what product are you selling? You're selling a security. You're guaranteeing it's a scam. Telex free. Zeke rewards. That ain't going to work. In fact, don't even call the companies in crypto MLM. Call them referral programs. You call them affiliate programs. Because most people in the crypto space, or most companies that I know of that are legit, do not require you to recruit to make money. See, if you want to go by their definition of a Ponzi is new people are making money on the backs of old people. Old people are making money on the backs of new people, dumping money into the system. And the moment that stops, the whole thing collapses. You know, there's no real product being sold. It's just money, people changing hands with the money. Bernie Madoff style. That's a Ponzi. But in the crypto space, and this is where if these people even understood or knew it, the people that I know making the most money are not recruiting anybody at all. Most of the companies that I know about in the crypto space, there's no fee to sign up. There's no monthly auto ship. Who's getting scammed here? They're making money on their own money. Nobody's selling coins. I don't sell coins. I don't go up to anybody, hey, you want to buy some coins? Not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not Litecoin. I don't sell coins. That's why this is not the same. You're comparing apples and oranges here. Are there scams in crypto? Absolutely. In fact, most of them are. That doesn't mean all of them are. So instead, that's a good one right there, Marquise Numas. Instead of being scared and turning on your camera and having literally a meltdown in front of everybody, frothing at the mouth, and you have no clear understanding what crypto is all about, educate yourself. Get ahead of the game. You know, Randy Gage is going to make a lot of money off his latest book. He's also going to be doing the biggest disservice to people in the MLM space, because they're going to listen to what he has to say as gospel, and he doesn't even have all the facts. The only thing that I agree with that he said, two things here that he said. Number one, that the crypto space must be regulated as far as if you're going to put together an MLM style company, if the SEC views it as selling a security, because you need to be licensed to do so. You know, you can go to jail for doing that. You know, that's number one. And number two, the MLM style of things, because you're not actually selling a product like the MLM space. I think that's the one thing that he's really preaching to the product-based people, the health and wellness crowd. That you got to be careful trying to give investment advice to do so. That you must invest with money that you can afford to lose. And you've got to be careful of the MLM scams, because most of them are. But I disagree with him when he talks about all of them. All of them are. Wait a minute, somebody just said something that looks kind of important. Need I point out that in a Ponzi you don't have to recruit, but your daily percentage is still influenced by new members, whether they are brought in by you. Okay, I want to address that one, Shaq, because that also depends on whatever program you're marketing. Shaq says that in a Ponzi you don't have to recruit to be in a Ponzi. That the daily interest that you're making is based on other people that maybe you didn't even recruit joining the system and putting money in the system. That's true, if that's how that program is set up and designed. If the program is set up and designed to say, we guarantee you 1% or 2%, because we're basing that on the amount of people joining the system and investing in the platform, and we're taking partial of that investment to pay off the original investors, that 1%, 2%, 3%. Companies that are set up that way are Ponzi schemes. They're scams. Some have already been shut down. Control Finance, Gladia Coin. What was that first one? Dang it. Oh, my mind's going blank on me. I know about maybe 6 or 7 of them. But that doesn't mean every investment program is a Ponzi scheme. This is why you have to do your research, because there are other programs that are set up that are investment programs, but they're more lending programs, taking advantage of something that the stock market has been doing since the beginning of time. Most people can't participate in it because they don't have $250,000 or $1 million to be in the game. Auto traders. There are companies out there that you do invest in. They do not guarantee you any percentage, because you can't. The market goes up, the market goes down. Where there's days where you don't make any money at all. I've had people say to me in one of the programs I'm with, I didn't make any money, this is a scam. What? That's how it is. There's some days you don't make any money. The market's not favorable to you, where you're not actually purchasing anything from the company, where you're investing in a cryptocurrency coin that is already on the blockchain. Here's another thing. This is something to watch out for. If you want to become part of, you want to take advantage of a lending program or an investment program in the crypto space where you're earning daily interest on your money, first and foremost, look to see if they're on the blockchain. Can you get access to that coin without having to go through the company? If the only way you can get the coin is through the company, major red flag. Major red flag. If the coin is traded on other exchanges and you can get it from a different source than the company, then you have a legit coin going on there. You have a legit operation happening. Unfortunately, right now, in that space, I only know of two. Two. There might be more, because there's a lot of clones popping up. I only know of two companies where you can actually get the coin. They're offering a lending program, and you can get the coin on the exchange without having to go through the company itself. And when you see that happen, and the reason why that is legit is because the owners of the company, they're gaining their wealth not from people that's putting money in the lending program. They're gaining their wealth because of the value of the coin rising in value. So when you're afraid of people doing an exit scam, or this will happen with ICOs. ICOs will pop up. You can't buy the coin on the market. They're offering their own coin out there. And they're saying, you got to come through us to buy the coin. And when they do so, when it comes time to launch, they never go on the coin market. They never do anything as far as guarantee or protect your money. They close shop and they run off with all your coins. They run off with your money. And the coin never had any value on it. See, when the coin hits the blockchain and it starts to have value on it, the worst thing for the owners of the company to do is to try to do an exit scam. Because if they do an exit scam and the bulk of their value is in the coin, because the coin went up to $50, $100, $300, who do you think owns the most coins? The people who own the company. The moment they lose faith from the people participating in the program, the value of the coin will drop. And when the coin drops, they just lost all their wealth. I haven't been paying attention. I see you guys, a lot's going on in this chat. What's Shaq doing here? I'm not soliciting and just pointing out that from my own experience, mining is a sure way. Okay, I'll talk about mining. Mining is the backbone of cryptocurrency. Without mining, there is no blockchain. But there are also scams in mining. There are MLM companies that came into the crypto space trying to do mining operations that are flat out scams as well. So I taught my son this because I also mine. My son said, he knows this, he's 10 years old. Would you rather buy the golden egg or the golden goose that produces the golden eggs? One of the you guys could tell me this, Barry may know this, a mining company got shut down. Another mining company got hacked. It got hacked. And they lost everything. You know, so there will be scams in everything. That doesn't mean that everything in that space is a scam. There's going to be scam lending programs. There's going to be scam Bitcoin programs. There's going to be scam mining programs. But to turn around and call all of it a scam is wrong. No, I'm not going to publicly state the companies that I feel are legit. No, because this is a risky space. Because the moment I do so, the company can go down for any number of reasons that's not a scam or a Ponzi. But the haters out there will say it went down or it shut down because it's a scam and a Ponzi. Vima, for example, got shut down by the SEC. It was not a Ponzi or a scam, but the haters out there call it so. I challenge you to do your own research about what programs you should be a part of. See, I'm a defender of the cryptocurrency space. I am not a defender of cryptocurrency companies. All right? Yeah, you can shoot me a message privately. I'll give you that answer. I am a defender of the cryptocurrency space, just like I am a defender of the MLM space. I'm not a defender of each MLM company, because there are still a gang of scam MLM companies running out there freely that haven't been shut down yet. But I'm a defender of the people. And I got to close this out. This went much longer than I wanted it to. You know, the fastest way right now that people are making money in the network marketing space is they're going to crypto. If you're a seven-figure earner, you either adapt or you die. And I predict that every single MLM company by the end of 2018 will adopt some way or form or fashion Bitcoin into their portfolio. Whether they're going to allow customers to be able to buy product and services using Bitcoin, or they start paying out commissions in Bitcoin. You want to know a perfect example of how? It's the domino effect. When one company decides to take advantage of this, their competitors will jump in as well because they don't want to be left behind. The CME Group, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, was the very first to say we're going to offer Bitcoin futures. Their competitor, the CBOE, jumped right on in. The Man Group in England jumped right on in after that. The NASDAQ jumped right on in after that. And you know, an article just came out yesterday about the NYSE, NYSE. They said, I think we made a mistake by waiting too long and not leading the way on this Bitcoin future stuff. It's a domino effect. So when one MLM company, let's use 50% of the MLM space is health and wellness, all companies. More than 50% are all health and wellness companies. When one company decides to adopt the Bitcoin, and then in their marketing they say, hey, how would you like to get paid instantly? You ain't got to wait a month to get paid. You don't have to wait 2 weeks to get paid. You can get paid instantly. And how would you like to be able to buy our product and services, and you don't even need a credit card? You can use Bitcoin to buy our product and services. What do you think competitive companies are going to do? They're going to do the same thing and follow suit. And I predict that all the seven-figure earners that are screaming bloody murder about the crypto space, a lot of them, here's one, the silence is also deafening. And you have a lot of seven-figure earners out there that aren't saying anything. You want to know why? Because secretly they're already involved. They already got a position somewhere. They're already making money. I know one seven-figure earner, his downline don't even know this. But he's pulling at least maybe $50,000 a month in the crypto space off his own money. And his downline don't even know. See that? But here's what I predict is going to happen. The ones that are running their mouths publicly right now, come next year, they're going to be in crypto. And here's what they're going to say. Here's what they're going to do. They're not going to join any current program in the crypto space because they already called all of them a scam. So they can't turn around and join what they previously called a scam. They got to save face. What they're going to do is there's going to be a plethora, a ton of new companies is going to pop up in January and again in March and April. You got the spring cleaning, the musical chairs. That's when all new companies come out. You're going to start seeing pre-launches happening. And these people are going to get offered master distributorships or top positions in the binary, or they're going to get a signing bonus. And there's money in the... See, here's the thing. Seven-figure earners love money. And the crypto space is full of money. One of these CEOs is going to say, hey, I got $500,000 for you if you come and promote our company, and you can be the master distributor, or we'll get you at the top. So these seven-figure earners are going to come out publicly and say, yeah, I made the move into crypto. I did my research. I found a legit company. Yeah, all those other ones were scams, but the one I'm in is legit. Y'all need to come and find out and come with me. I guarantee it. As long as they're on top. Barry said 500K will do it. Hey, some of these people are going to get offered $1 million. They're going to get offered $1 million. The MLM space ain't got nothing on crypto as far as how much money is flowing. Marquis says nobody is honest anymore. I wouldn't say that. You know, one of the problems I have in the MLM space now is that seven-figure earners, the only way to make money is to take a deal. That's the only way to make money. You know, if you were involved with MLM, you know, decades ago, and you still in the same company, yeah, your residual is locked in. If you've got an international organization going, yeah, your money is locked in, because international people, they're at least 7 years behind how Americans think when it comes to network marketing. But if your organization is only in the United States, you have a shelf life. You've got to go 3 to 6 months before your organization turns around and jumps ship to another company. So what do these 7-figure earners do? And I almost fell victim to this. They're working full-time from home. They want to maintain their lifestyle. You can't continue to rebuild your team every 3 to 6 months just to maintain what you have. So they go ahead and take a deal with somewhere else, take a master distributor position. You know, I'm going to use an example. Since she already went public, blasting everything, I'll use Stormy Wellington for an example, because this is already public knowledge. Stormy is a documented 7-figure earner in multiple companies. Stormy is a legend, a giant in this industry, especially being a role model as a woman in the industry making it happen. I got nothing but respect for her. See, but here's what Stormy did. Stormy is a victim of the same problem that most 7-figure earners in MLM are a victim of. She made her money, a lot of money, in Artists International. But why did she leave Artists? Why did all of them leave Artists? There was still money to be made there. Artists didn't go out of business. Whether you want to call it politics or not, their downline was leaving. They had a reality show where Kenny Lloyd was last man standing because their people went to Organo Gold. And they kept coming to him saying, hey man, you need to move, man. We making money over here on Organo Gold. You're losing your organization, man. You need to come over here. And finally, I don't know if Kenny ever made that move to Organo Gold, but his people did. Stormy did. I don't know what deal she might have gotten, if she got one at all, in Organo Gold, but I do know what happened with TLC. This is public knowledge. Because Kenny went to TLC. And Kenny wasn't the top guy there. Armand Pouliot was. And Armand felt he was being pushed out, which is why he went and started his own company, Vita Divina. Even though he was making like, what, $500,000 a month? If not more at that point? $1 million a month? Why would you leave? You got a $500,000 check coming in every single month. Kenny Lloyd became the man over there. And what Kenny did was brought the family back together. He brought all his old artist people back. Stormy got a position, one leg given to her. And then she raided Organo Gold. Raided that company. Pulled all them people out of Organo Gold and moved them over into TLC. That's what the 7-figure earners got to do to stay in the game. I made a video back in maybe 2011-12 where I went after Robert Dean. It's already public knowledge. I'm not calling anybody out. It's already done. Because Robert Dean was company hopping. At that time, he had joined like 6 companies in 12 months. And he got a deal in every single one. And my beef at that time, this is when I started to have success, but I was not the top leader yet. I wasn't working directly with CEOs to know what's going on behind the scene. And I had just realized at that time that in the company I was in, my upline, everybody above me got a sweetheart deal. And they brought me on board to be their workhorse. They all got deals. They all got positions. And then bring me in and they put me on the inside leg to build their check for them. And I was getting no spillover whatsoever. I care less about it, but I didn't. And I realized what was going on. Then I found out about Robert Dean. And I found out, dang, he jumped ship because these companies are giving him deals. That's how they're making their money. Every 6 months to a year or a year and a half, they're going to the next. And there's so many companies out there offering deals. And then I almost fell into the trap where I got to a point where I'm living off the industry. But my organization was dying. They were voting with their feet because they weren't making money, or they were jumping ship to other companies because it was easier to do. So I decided to take a deal and join corporate. And I joined corporate. And by joining corporate, you know, I got almost like a guaranteed salary. But that's limited. You know, I can make far more money in the field building than being on corporate side. And when I got discouraged and looking to move from that, and I looked at going back to the MLM side of things, the field side of things, I literally would have to start from scratch. Start all over again. And I was getting calls from everywhere offering me money. Offering me, you know, $75,000, $100,000, $20,000 to come on over. And I turned all of those down because I knew within 6 to 8 months I would be faced with the same problem, that I'm not able to sustain and continue building growth with the company, and I would have to look for another company to get a deal from if I wanted to maintain my lifestyle. There's nothing wrong, I don't have anything wrong with bridge money, meaning when a top leader moves from one company to another, you know, some companies help them out with 2 or 3 months for bridge money because they're losing their income by making this move, and it takes about 90 days to rebuild. I joined Body Pro, and Body Pro offered me a deal for bridge money, 90 days to build, and the deal was that I would also pay the money back. I didn't want to be able to stand on stage and say, I got here and made money because I got a deal. Or you guys need to join my company and make money like me when they don't know that I got a side deal to be here. I didn't want to be that guy. And I quickly realized this was not going to work out. And I cut that deal early. I cut it off. And it was one of the scariest things in my life as far as professionally, because now I have no income. And it's tempting. I could easily call up a company and say, hey, listen, you can get my services, give me $50,000. I could have done that. And I didn't. I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a job. And I'm going to work in the crypto space and work on my investments. I want to make MLM money without having to build an MLM-sized team. That's what I was doing this past summer. While I was researching the industry, I was also looking at getting a job because I was running out of my savings. I had no idea the crypto space was going to blow up like it did. You know, it hasn't even been 4 months since we pulled the trigger. And I make more money now in a month and a half than most people make in a year, in a short period of time, without having an MLM organization. That's crazy. People in my organization are making more money than me and they haven't recruited anybody. It's crazy. But the money's there. The market is there. The crypto market will be $1 trillion market by the end of next year. $1 trillion market. Barry, you already know what I'm talking about because you had a conversation with Peter Blackwell. You should have called me up. Should have called me up. But Peter's already shared with you what we're doing. We're killing it. Here's one thing that I'm able to say that I was never able to say in network marketing. Every single person on our team is making money. Every single one. Nobody's on auto ship. Nobody's paying a monthly fee. Every single person is making money, and they're making money on the blockchain. They're not buying coins from a company. They're taking advantage of the blockchain and the cryptocurrency trading aspect of it. I learned a skill. I know how to day trade. Here's the funny thing. When people are saying everything is a scam with lending programs, I make far more money when I trade for myself than any auto trader can do. I can make 6 to 10% on my money a day. than having to deal with any type of program. But I am taking full advantage of my network marketing skills in the crypto space. Absolutely. That's a skill set that I've learned, it's a skill set that I've mastered, and it's a skill set that will serve me in any industry that I'm in. But don't turn around and call every single thing in crypto a scam and a Ponzi because you don't understand it, or you have a half-hearted, baked-ass understanding of what it is. You haven't done your research. You're that man on the outside looking in. I didn't say the deal, Barry. I said that Peter Blackwell has already had this convo with you. Shoot me a message, Barry, and I'll let you know what we're doing. But you already know. So anyways, guys, I'm about to go get my donuts now. I've been talking way longer than I wanted to. I wanted to make the point clear. I love MLM space. I'm not bashing it at all. I'm just forecasting that a change is coming. A change is coming from the outside, and a change is coming from the inside. Pierre, next Bitcoin lesson is to day trade. No, I can't teach you how to day trade. I know programs that can because I went through a program. And I'll say that program. I went to iCoin Pro. iCoin Pro taught me how to day trade. A skill that can earn me 7 figures. I'm just not that guy to sit in front of a computer monitor all day and watching the charts. I ain't doing that. Why? I pay somebody to do it for me. All right, with that, guys, you guys have a great Saturday. I think the next Saturday, since we're getting close to Christmas. Yeah, you like that? You like my Vitel? Where my Vitel peeps at? The next Saturday, I'm going to talk about New Year's. New Year's is coming up and getting prepared for 2018. Setting your New Year's resolutions. So with that, you guys have a great day. Make that money. I'm curious. I can't wait till I go home and see how much more money I made since just talking to you guys. And that do your research. Do your due diligence. Watch who you are listening to. Everybody has an agenda. When you see somebody screaming bloody murder about crypto, yet 2 days later it jumps $6,000 in the market, what was their agenda? Do they understand what they're talking about? And what are they trying to protect? And this is just the beginning. I didn't fire the first shots, but I have the guts to stand up and say something. Because nobody owns me. I don't answer to a CEO. I don't answer to a company. I don't answer to a 7-figure guru. I only answer to God and my wife. That's it. So with that, you guys have a great day. I'm going to go get my donuts. Peace.